The 4 stages of a heartbreak during a pandemic. Number 1, delusion. It's Super Bowl Sunday and you are out with friends and your sister. Shakira and J Balvin just put Colombia on the world stage and you cried with excitement when Bad Bunny came out to perform. You are beaming with joy and pride, but deep down you wonder if he's texted you back after all. You check your phone hoping no one sees the disappointment in your face. He hasn't. Listen, it doesn't really matter at this point, but I would rather find out through you. Is there another girl? Reads the last text message you sent him. Nothing. You convince yourself that he got busy with work or hasn't checked his phone. Days go by and you try to move on, convince yourself you are too busy to care and that you have enough on your plate. He never responds and you ignore the aching feeling in your chest. Between 3 jobs and full-time university degree, you are in fact too busy to care. 6 weeks go by like this. You go out drinking with your friends, download a dating app again. You convince yourself that you don't need anyone. And besides, he's probably just too stressed with work and didn't see your message. You convince yourself that this is just one of his episodes where he gets distant, that he does in fact care about you and would never leave you hanging. You convince yourself just to be patient with him. Suddenly, the world goes into lockdown. It's March 13th, 2020. You lose your jobs and you have to move back in with your parents. Now you have all the time in the world. You also realize everyone has all the time in the world. You face the fact that he has ghosted you. The very fabric of who you thought he was is completely torn. You awake from your delusion. Number 2, anger. Months later, after restrictions ease up, you meet up with a friend who unknowingly reveals that your ex has not only been seeing someone else, but the timeline of your relationship with him and the relationship he had with the other girl overlaps. As you have done so for months, you hold back the pain in your chest and change the conversation. You finish the visit a few hours later with your heart fucking beating in your mouth. You smile politely, you walk away, you drive home. Fury. Fury at him. Fury at yourself for taking him back so many times. Fury for not leaving him earlier. Fury. Fury at the world. Just fucking fury. When you get home, you angry cry, your face red and swollen with hate. You wish you could just set fire to the city and at least you wouldn't be so alone in your scorned hate. The next morning you wake up and for the first time you confide in a friend. Tell her everything. The pain in your chest is gone, but the hate is still there. She suggests therapy. Number 3, acceptance. There are 2 pivotal moments you have when you go to therapy. The first is when you realize how much you needed therapy. This moment occurs the first time you walk in and sob for the first 15 minutes of the session without saying anything. Your therapist keeps repeating that you are safe here and you can freely express yourself. You allow yourself to feel hurt, to feel disappointed, to feel humiliated, and mostly just to feel sad without judgment. You do the opposite of what you have been doing for 7 months. You let it all out. My boyfriend of a 1.5 years ghosted me and replaced me. You repeat to yourself over and over again. You attend multiple of these sessions until talking doesn't hurt anymore. Then you have your second pivotal moment. You realize how badly everyone needs therapy. No one is inherently good or evil. We are all just human, and we're all doing our best to cope with unhealed wounds. Very few people, in fact, do things maliciously. At most, people are inconsiderate, but even that is just an expression of their own trauma and them trying to survive it. I am just a messy human with messy human emotions. He is just a messy human with messy human emotions. You accept that. Number 4, forgiveness. After accepting that his actions had nothing to do with you, you forgive him. To your surprise, this part was actually easy. However, after learning about and working through your own attachment styles and childhood traumas, you begin the process of forgiving yourself. You start by building trust with yourself again and keeping little promises. Today, I will go for a walk. And you actually go for a walk. A victory. You write a list of things you like about yourself. A victory. You reconnect with friends and family. Another victory. You apologize to yourself for not listening to your intuition and suppressing all the emotions for so long. The final victory. You learn to love yourself again.